Hare Krishna. Dandatram to all the devotees. Vancha kalpatrubhasya kripasinubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo. Welcome to morning Amrutvani program, Transcendental Words of Wisdom by His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji. Today's Namamrita will be read by Bhaktin Cherry Khemka. Welcome, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. One engaged in chanting the holy name becomes freed from the bodily conception and attached to serving the Lord. A person properly initiated by a bona fide spiritual master and engaged in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, gradually becomes free from the conception of I and mine and becomes attached to the Lord's transcendental loving service in one of the 5 transcendental relationships. Such transcendental service is not a subject matter for gross and subtle bodies. Only one can understand that there is no difference between the Supreme and His name. Can one be situated in Krishna consciousness? At such a time, one no longer needs to make grammatical adjustments. Rather, one becomes more interested in petitioning the Lord. Hare Krishna, O my Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
Unmute, Prabhuji, unmute.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. Shri Radharaj Bihari Bhagwan ki jai. Lalita Sikh Vishakha Mata ki jai. Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki jai. Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai. Gaurang Nitai Mahaprabhu ki jai. Yugdhar Mari Ram Sankirtan ki jai. We have seen in Chaitanya Charitamrita and in Bhagavatam and in Bhagavad Gita, Lord in Bhagavad Gita tells Arjuna, Satatam kirtiyanto mam yatantascha dradvrata namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. And antakale cha mameva smarana muktva kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti yatra sanshaya. The first instruction Lord gives in Bhagavad Gita is Satata kirtiyanto mam. We should be continuously doing the kirtan, Nama kirtan and the Guna kirtan and Lila kirtan. Why? Because the goal of the life is that at the end of the life we should be remembering Krishna. And when here it is said that the moment you start chanting with the help of the Guru, the real problem in our material, in our life is that the seed is there, the disease is there. You can say it's not the seed, it's the disease is there of mental enjoyment, the material enjoyment. That disease is removed or is cured when we start chanting. We see in the life of Mrigari how Mrigari used to enjoy by killing the animals, half killing the animals. He used not to kill the animal. Like, the cat when it, catches the rat, it doesn't immediately kill the rat. It plays with it, it enjoys with it, and it makes him, tadpa ke marti. And that is how they get the enjoyment. So there are tamasi enjoyment, material enjoyment. There are rajasi enjoyment, material enjoyment. And there are sattvic enjoyment. But all these enjoyments are ultimately going to give us more and more suffering, more and more bondage. And we, being the spirit soul, will never be satisfied. And the goal of the human life is to go back. So we saw Mrigari, how he was enjoying. But when Naradji came in his life, and Naradji told, if you want to kill him immediately. Why you are, making him suffer? And ultimately, you are to suffer. When you give suffering to others, you will get the suffering. And you go, and for whom you are doing? For your family? Go and ask your family. Are they going to share the sinful reactions that they are going to get because of this? And listening the words of Naradji, because it was coming from the pure heart, it struck his heart. And he immediately went to his family, Megari, and asked whether you will also take part in my, the sinful reaction. And the family told, it is your business. You have to bring and feed us. How you feed, it's your lookout. Why we should go into the hell? Why we should suffer? And that actually strikes. When the words of pure devotee goes in your heart, change happens. So he came back to Brigari came back and then told Naradji that my family is not going to share. And I am doing everything for them. And then Naradji told, yes, this is the fact of the life. Now what do you want to do? So I want to leave. I want to, I want to surrender. And at that time, Naradji gave him instruction to chant the holy name and told that all your arrangement will be done. You sit over here. So, having the faith in the words of Naradji, Brigari started chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. Immediately, the purification started. Immediately, the bodily conceptions, he came out of the bodily conception and he was nicely chanting the holy name. And by the arrangement of Naradji, what happened? The word spread throughout the village, and the village started coming and seeing, hey, this Brigari has now changed, and he is now doing bhajana. So whenever they used to come and take the darshan of the Brigari and the deities, they used to bring the fruits, vegetables, and everything for him. And that is how he was surviving. So when Naradji came back with Parvat Muni, and he saw Naradji coming, he was running, crazy, like left, right, left, right, left, right. He was not coming straight to Naradji. And then Naradji said, why didn't you give straight? He says, there were many ants on the road, and that's why I didn't want him to kill the ant. The same Brigari who was taking enjoyment in killing everybody is now, after the blessings of Naradji, after chanting the holy name, the entire bodily conception had changed, and he is now not even ready to kill an ant, because he knows every action has equal and opposite reaction. If you give pain, you will get pain. That is, and if you give knowledge, bhakti, you will get bhakti. That is why holy name helps in every field. Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. That Anartha Nivritti will happen, and Nishtha will come, Ruchi will come, Asakti will come, Bhava will come, and ultimate goal of the human life is to achieve the prem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Srila Prabhupada ki